Hey team, I wanted to come on and give you a little thing. I am on vacation, off seeing my dog Hen, an LPN. As soon as she passes her state boards, but she has done the schooling for it. And I'm gonna jump up and see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I got a busy week, but I want to make sure that I give you something. So this is what I thought I would bring up. Another leader had brought this up on another page. I thought it was great, and I wanted to just run through a few of these with you. So these are 20 proven ideas from successful President's Club representatives, like you want to be. Find on how to find new customers every campaign. We've been talking about new customers, so I thought this fits right in to what we are doing. We can pass by the messages. Want to just jump in on some of these. So, um, some of these are going to be a little dated, because an older reference that we had, but sometimes the information is good no matter what. So turn your brides into customers. Um, this is going into checking with brides, letting them know that you have ideas to help them with their um, that you can do a registry, um, for certain areas of their wedding. So you'll be surprised at how many people are getting married in your community. Call the bride to be and offer exciting ideas for their upcoming wedding, such as a personal beauty consultation for the entire wedding party. You just never know what they need. Let the bridegroom select fabulous last minute gifts for their wedding party from the Avon from our Avon lineup. So gifts can, when they give the giveaway, the gifts, it could be something like shower gels or um, something along in the lines that we have. Um, Reach more customers with referrals. Keep in touch by phone or email with customers. You don't see very often. Ask for their help and refer customers to you. You have to ask. They're not going to always just do it on their own. So always learn to ask, do you know anybody else that would like to have be with, that likes Avon also? I know another leader, Lisa, she always, when she gives out brochures, she always says, yeah, yeah, of course I have brochures. Here's one for you and two for two of your friends. If you have the brochures to do that, you can do that also. I always have something on mine that says, if you share this brochure with a friend, and they order from me, you get a free gift that I have gotten free within my shop and learns, or whatever I've gotten free from Avon's, or as simple as a lip balm or a hand cream. So it's totally up to you. Um, right here, it says you can buy a stamp or do your labels. It says, please recycle, share this brochure with a friend. That's one way to put it on there. And you wouldn't even have to offer a gift, but just letting them know, to please, recycle the brochure and offer customers demo pieces of jewelry to wear to work. Do they get to try out the pieces, but everyone see it. Hopefully they want to buy Avon jewelry as well. Now that would come in handy if you have helpers that you trust with the pieces. So that is something, that you can do. If you are not getting enough visuals, then of course you could have your helper demoing hand creams, wearing jewelry, whatever it is, and they might buy it, and they may have other people that see it, and they might want to buy it. So she said that she got 20 customers in 2 campaigns doing these ideas. So let's check out the next ones. My computer's running a little slow, guys. Apologize for that. Okay, so ideas 3 and 4. New neighbors, offer new neighbors an Avon packet, welcome packet. Contact your local real estate agent and see if they have a welcome wagon committee and find out if, so you can find out who's new in your area. Put together a welcome packet for new neighbors. Offer them a free trial product of voice. That would be a sample. If you're making those little sample packs that have your a sample, your business card, anything like that, that would be great packs for them. And if you if you wanted to give books, you could do that. But a simple pack, a simple sample pack would do. Ask people who run yard sales if you can leave brochures and business cards. And that I know yard sales are kind of going over, at least for those of us getting colder. But yeah, so just if you're at yard sales, just say, hey, can I leave a few brochures and see if your customer or if anybody shopping in your yard sale would like to pick one up. You can always do that. When you take your kids to the playground or anywhere, take along some brochures. It's a great chance to turn moms into customers. If you have kids, nieces, nephews, grandkids, absolutely take them with you. Sporting events, recital, anything that you are going to with your kids, their moms are probably, looking for. That's a great time to wear something that says Avon or carry your Avon tote bag. That way they ask. She says she got 15 new customers in 2 campaigns doing this. I also donate product gift baskets to local organizations to raffle at fundraisers. Response has been great. That is another thing you can do. If people are, I have been asked for things to go into silent auctions or, anything like that. I always send a basket and then I put in a brochure in my business card. Doesn't always get me customers that I know of, but I always have people in ordering online, so I don't always know. So it does work. Number 4, make yourself visible. Distribute flyers from your Avon sales meetings. We don't have those anymore. And they're telling you to put them in the parking lot areas of the grocery stores. Says, remember to get permission from the store manager. So I agree with Lisa Wilbur on this one. I always say just do it and then apologize if they don't like it. Um, so, so a flyer, and you just want to put it on the cars around you when you're out and about. Just do a quick little, just the cars around you. You don't have to do everybody's car, but if you just did, the ones around you real quick, put it on their windshield or whatnot. Put a flyer on there, it could get you noticed. Lawn signs, I do signs, and I do get a lot of customers. I'm on a busy street though. So if you are on a busier street where you think you would get some traffic and you could have one of those yard signs, re remember and get those from Vista Print. With Avon Perks, you do get a discount from Vista Print. So make sure you're looking into your Avon Perks and getting your discount to get things like signage made. Says brochures and demos are vital. Everyone I see gets a brochure. Demos are a must. I take orders, then sell the demos later. Oh, yeah, you definitely can keep or sell your demos. Um, but having them with you, we've always said that if you can carry a full size product with you, wear Avon or whatnot, that is going to be your best way to sell. Um, so there are 3 and 4. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. I just thought this would be great, just a review and some maybe extra ideas. We're always looking for ideas. So come on, computer. Okay, well, we're going to go with number 6 because it's right here. A little introduction goes a long way. Write a short introductory note and staple it along with your. You can give a little something about yourself. I've talked about when I have new customers, I give a did you know? And that just tells customers that I place orders every 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I am visible on Facebook, Instagram, um, YouTube, and I give my channels and just letting my new customers know where they can find me. And then a little bit about myself. Follow up with personal phone calls to potential new customers before the current brochure expires. So that's one of those things is making sure that you are texting, emailing, or calling, or all three, just to make sure that those customers know because they will forget to order. If you know new neighbors' addresses, but not their name, check the cross-reference directory in your local. You don't have to do your local library anymore. You can do it online. Get their name and number. Um, follow up, follow up, follow up. Even though my note says, please give me a call, I call them. Let potential new customers know that you are there to serve them. Be consistent and your sales and customer base will grow every campaign. Absolutely. Okay, turn your car into a rolling advertisement. Put Avon posters with pictures from the in your car windows. Why not use some of the really cool pictures that we have? And you could put them, on your windows. I know a lot of you are putting the books on your dash. That's awesome. You can also use magnetic signs on the side of your car if you don't want to use a permanent one, but you can you know, get permanent ones made. You can go on Etsy and you can get them made there. And you can get the magnetic ones again at Vistaprint using your Avon Perks discount. Says these ideas generated 7 new customers in 2 campaigns. I started with just posters in the windows that had cut out pictures from the brochure with my phone number. This idea got me more customers since I started Avon than with combined. From the very beginning, customers could stop me everywhere I went. Again, that's bringing customers to you. So yes, absolutely make your vehicle a rolling advertisement in any way that you can. Join organizations and clubs to extend your reach. If you are already in a club or Erica's running for office, letting everybody that you socialize with know that you sell Avon. Again, you have to be subtle. You're not going in there and saying, hey, do you want to buy Avon for me from everybody in the quilting club? You want to nonchalantly bring your quilting stuff in a bag that says Avon so that they know that you sell Avon and they can ask you. Create incentives of special interest to members. For example, Secretary's Day mug filled with Avon products is a perfect idea for members of a professional women's organization. Look for opportunities wherever you find people and something in common, such as nursing home PTAs and church gatherings. This one got her 28 new customers in 2 campaigns. Unless you let people know you sell Avon, they can't come to you to buy. At every meeting I go to, I introduce myself and tell people I represent Avon. New ideas, hard work, and friendly face can work wonders. The one thing that you always, just want to make sure that you let people know that you're an independent Avon ambassador. Even when you're making your signs for your car, I write Avon really big. I'll post one of mine on my van, and then I have in little letters, Independent Avon Representative. That's when I had it made. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be there. My phone number's big and my e-store's big. So, but just make sure that you're putting that on there somewhere. But again, just letting people know again, everywhere and everything you're doing, um, to reach, because the more people that know that you do Avon, the more you're going to be successful. Showcase sample products. Fill a large loose leaf binder with plastic sheets of baseball card holders. Place a sample product in each holder and clearly label it. If the binder has a plastic cover, insert an Avon color or fragrance guide. Um, you can do this. It's, just making you a binder so that when you're out and about, if a customer is looking for fragrance or skincare or whatnot, you have it kind of organized and you can kind of have something to give them right away. That's more if you're delivering your orders and you're talking to your customers. I don't know that um, I would get too worried about being that organized. Putting some samples in a bag and just, like I said, making sample packs is definitely a-okay. Place a sample product in each, clearly label it. Yeah. And so you don't have to do all of this. This is a samples I have them available instead of having to get back with the customer and risk losing the sale. It's very easy to carry, and I don't have to fumble through my little sample boxes and get frustrated in front of customers. So, yeah, it is a way of having samples right there, not having to get back to them, having what samples you have on hand. We do not have enough samples at the moment to really need a full binder, but absolutely, do whatever you need to do to look professional and organized. If this sounds like a great way, then do it. But if you have another way that you want to organize your samples when you're out and about, the important part is just to have samples with you. So, like they said, you don't have to, say, "Hey, I'll remember to give that to you on the next time I see you." But that's okay too. I am fully of agreement with some of the other leaders that every other store is selling without samples. You don't get a sample when you go to Walmart, Target, Macy's. They may have a makeup counter, but you're not going to go around and get samples of everything. Amazon is huge. They're making money hand over fist. You don't ever get a sample. Heck, you don't even get to see the thing in person. But they're making money. So don't think that you have to have samples to sell. But again, I think having a full-size product to highlight is always a great thing when going around passing out your orders. And that I think that is have an Avon party at home. I've talked about that, having an open house. It's a great way to get customers that are close to you to be able to get in there, feel, smell, touch, and it's at your home. And it's just an easier way to, but people are busy. I understand that. So you can have a party at home. You can have an online party, or an event. So definitely there's all kinds of ways to do this. Um, but um, but yeah, Avon parties at home work really well. I know Marianne had an open house, and she had customers come by and be able to look at everything that she had. So always just another another tool. Promote yourself as a beauty and fashion expert. Um, Showcase. If you go to local groups or something like that, you can showcase things. Um, see information pamphlets on makeup, skincare, and fashion. Share your expertise at home parties. Create club cards and reward members who buy multiple items with a free gift. We have a lot of people do creating club cards, whether it is purchasing so much and you get a free gift. Five I don't know, five punches of um, orders of $25 gets you 10% off your next order, something like that. You can get creative and you can make types of rewards cards. So that's always, one of my customers asked me to be a guest speaker at her women's club lunch. I had a very captive audience and sold more than $200 worth of makeup, and the orders kept coming. If you have somebody ask you to come and speak or be a part of their thing, absolutely. Um, but again, that is something where they invite you in and you're going to be doing um, something with them. Fundraising, we've gone through that, are great opportunities. Collecting, now that we do them online, they are easy peasy. Make sure that you check out the training on Avon YouTube, and they will give you everything you need to know about fundraising and setting up a link for our customers to shop right on uh, and you're good to go. If you have any questions about fundraisers, please ask me or because I can always send you that video if you can't find it. Use your business card to grow sales. Absolutely. Make sure that you have, you can get business cards. Don't think to get started that you have to have them though. You're not here. You don't have to spend money at the very beginning to get started. Now, I will say, yes, it is a good investment. And, sometimes you have to spend a little money to make a little bit more money. But that's the thing of buying business cards, buying brochures. It's kind of in the business. My golden rule of success is always talking Avon. Is my favorite subject since I started with Avon 5 years ago. So, yeah, so making sure that you have flyers, business cards, make up your own. You don't have to buy them. You can, write the information on paper. There are so many ways to do it. Maybe we should, get together, and if you have an idea, comment below if you're doing something other than a business card. Um, you can also make those tear off type of business cards that have your name, address, and phone number. And the old ones where you just click, get the number off of the bottom and they're just tears. Those are good for like laundry mats, grocery stores uh, if they have bulletin boards. Tear off type of just getting your information out there. They've got your information just by tearing it off. Let potential customers sample, sample, sample. We've talked about this. Here we go. Um, Create a product sample request form to help them. Let them know that if they need a sample of something, you'll do your best to help them out. And that may even be, making the next time that you see them bringing a full-size product. Or if you have, or if we have samples, you can do that, or you can make a sample. The response has been tremendous. Not only have I gained more customers, but my longstanding clients are participating as well, enthusiastically calling me or mailing their sample requests. So yeah, you can just, I always just let customers know on every piece of information I send out, like on my Did You Know? Let me know if you need a sample. That way I can be, I can try to do my best to get them what they need. So just let them know that you're available with samples, but don't think that it has to be your whole business. It just helps to, in sharing. If you're sharing what you love, you're carrying around that hand lotion or whatever, you are letting them try. Creativity and a personal touch when customers write personal thank you notes to valued customers. This, I mail out thank you cards to my customers along with emailing them. And my regular customers, especially towards like holidays, I will put cards in their orders just saying, whatever it is, whatever holiday it is, and letting them know. Reward customers who purchase at least $100 worth of by giving them 10 more products for $10 more in product free. Absolutely. If you do this, I do this with my local customers. It's easiest. If they have a 60 or $100 order, I throw a free product in. Where do I get that free product? Out of the free stuff that I'm getting from Avon on Shop and Learn. You are getting anywhere from 3 to 8 products every time you place an order and use that Shop and Learn code. So making sure, and if you're doing the incentives, that's another way to get free products. So there's so many ways to get free products to pass on to your customers. Um, Remember what each customer likes, then cater to their tastes. Yes, you want to make sure if you remember, that they like this or this. Yeah, give them something that's, hey, this new perfume came out. It's a fruity one, and I know that you like fruity type perfumes. Give it a try. Um, if you put your orders in the back office by customer, you can use your back office under customer management and search for everybody that likes the Today perfume, everybody that's using the moisture therapy lotion. That way, when they get on sale, you can go and notify those customers, hey, they're on sale. Would you like to place an order? Um, Write notes of apology if a customer has any problems with Avon products. I don't do that. I will say, I'm sorry you had a problem. Absolutely, I will get that taken care of. If they order online, they need to call Avon and give it back. If they have a problem with, one that they've got from me locally, of course, I will exchange it and just I do give an apology, but I don't write a note. Deliver products in special bags with red flare. In the beginning, I used to put tissue paper. I used to really doll up my every order. Now that I do it every 2 weeks for over 8 years, I don't. I honestly just get everything in the bag. And in fact, because I have animals in my house, I do, especially if I'm using the bags, I will put their orders in there, flip it shut, put their invoice on the outside and staple it. That way I know that no pet hair is getting in there. I don't doll them up. If I'm using a bag, I just try to make sure that they're up and they're not getting dirty. But um, if you want to do tissue paper, absolutely, it makes it special. But that is completely up to you. I have to admit, I get some of my ideas from Saks Fifth Avenue in Cincinnati. They treat their customers like gold. They remember my name and follow up many of my purchases with a thank you card or post. We know we're going to a little bit more away from um, somebody sending, giving me a thank you card back. Holidays, I do get Christmas cards from some of my customers just because I have been sending out Christmas cards for almost 8 years. But it's more just of a friendly, and it's just a few. But mostly I will just get a text that says, "Hey, thank you for the Tootsie Roll," or "Thank you for the free product that you put in there," or "Thank you for the sample." Usually it's just a quick text or email. Modern days, like I said, this, will have, um, just some things we have to. So 15, we're almost there. Make Avon gifts the perfect gift choice of gifts. We're right here at that season. We've been talking about that. You can do gift certificates. Make sure if you're doing gift certificates, they're great even for vendor events or um, when they ask you for bundles for some type of fundraiser or like we were talking about before, making bundles or whatnot. Just make sure that you include your name and phone number, and let them know that gift certificate is only good because they'll take it along with anybody else. So normally, a gift certificate with an current Avon brochure. That way, they kind of have an idea of what they can buy with it. But I did that a lot with my events, especially when I did my pop-ups, like for lunch, and I would go into restaurants, have some books out. I would have a little drawing for them. Even then, I would do a drawing, and I would just say, "Hey, for a $25 gift certificate, you know, enter the drawing." And then I would do that. I would give out a gift certificate that they would have to spend with me. And I would draw one once a week, once every 2 weeks, however it is that you want to do. Never put yourself in debt doing that. But it is an option, and it lets them pick what they want rather than a basket of stuff they may not want. Gift certificates are great ideas for birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, Mother's Day, Christmas, etc. Let your imagination go. Absolutely. And let customers know that they can give gift certificates to friends for Christmas, and they can shop with you. So they can buy a $25 gift certificate from you and then give it to someone else. Get creative. Think outside the box. This says ride a bike to deliver products and brochures. Not sure that y'all going to do that. Wear buttons, absolutely. Promoting that you're Avon. Do my best on every new representative that places that first order. They always get logo type items. So I always try to include a button, a bag, whatever I can give you because that is what you're going to do. Um, don't go anywhere without a box of samples ready to show. I meet a lot more people when I'm on a bike than I would zipping by in my car. Times have changed. If you do ride a bike, that's great. And if you are a bike rider and you go to the parks or you go on riding trails, absolutely advertise whatever it is that you are in. You're in a car, advertise there. They can take down your information going right down the highway and order from you right then in their own cars. So whichever way you want to do it, that's the way to go. Turn bingo into Avon calls for Avon brochures, donate products to local organizations sponsoring bingo. Use it as prizes if they would let you do free samples in each player's chairs. Make sure you provide your name and number. Yeah, you could do that. Just depends on how big of an event it is. But yeah, you could definitely bingo places with the local chamber of commerce. Contacted the local chamber of commerce and began providing product samples and brochures for them to provide at town to town newcomers. Again, that's knowing people who's coming into your area and just getting into knowing uh, people that getting your name out to the new people that are in the neighborhood. Next door neighbor app is also another place to be able to get those new customers, kind of a newer concept. So making sure that you let people know on next door neighbor app that you are an Avon representative, and of course Google business profile. You know, I love that one too. So that is another way that people are going to look in their area for Avon. So let those two also be tools in your pocket to get those set up so that you're letting more people know what you do. Again, it looks like we're going be a walking demo. Um, Never stop talking about Avon. Don't be a pest. Share, don't sell. Host appreciation open houses twice a year. Regularly write thank you cards and offer 10% off their next order. Um, So yeah, we're kind of getting a little repetitive here. Let's check out this last two, and then we are going to call this one a wrap. Um, Promote Avon skincare products. Give potential customers samples of a new as well as skincare products in your business card. Hold meetings that will focus specifically on skincare products or whatever category you're best at. Um, many skincare Many skin doctors I have known about new and recommend it to their patients. So yeah, I mean, if you're lucky enough to know a doctor that would help recommend you, awesome. But play to your strengths. If you know someone that can help promote you, again, use everybody you can. Think outside the box. So if you know somebody that does, skincare, let them know that, hey, I've got these great products for, that you could use in your demonstrations, your customers, or, just to let people know that focused more on fragrance. We've had fragrance bars where you just take fragrances and let them smell it. Skincare, anything that you want to concentrate on. You can do anything you want and just let them know, hey, I am going to do this specifically in this area. Would you like to come? Um, so last one is reach new customers through local organizations. Again, reaching out to organizations. Um, Maybe they will let you distribute business cards or Avon brochures to members. Use lists to map out neighborhoods you could canvas with brochures. Um, and call your prospective customers 3 days later to see if they would like to place an order. So after you give somebody else follow up, follow up, follow up, I offer a 20% off the first two orders from friends, neighbors, and family members of my current customers. One customer has generated more than $500 in new orders for me. Again, getting helpers and definitely letting them give you referrals and following up, following up, following up. So I hope that this has helped, guys. Just want to give you a little something. Make sure that you go to the shop and learn and register for this Thursday. It is a master class, so it's going to be full of information that you can, always get knowledge is gold. So check it out. Can't go in person, just register and we'll send you the replay through email. So just making sure that you get that. Y'all have a good rest of the campaign. Um, this Friday, Thursday and Friday, you've got your codes, 150 and 250. We're amping it up. We're trying to get to 5-star and 10-star. So make sure that you are sharing those codes so that your customers can also be getting the free goodies along with you. So with that, that's a wrap, and I will see you all soon. And let's finish it off strong.